This happened back at the beginning of 2024. My girlfriend, who was a few months pregnant at the time, had taken herself off to bed for an early night, so it was just me and the dog for the night. As the time crept up towards 8 p.m. I decided to take the dog on his nightly walk a couple of hours early because boredom was creeping in. This was January/February time in the UK, so it was bitterly cold and darkness has settled already. I took him up to our usual walking spot, which was a mile-long stretch of pathway on a hill behind our flat, next to a small patch of woodland. There were no lights on the pathway itself, but it was illuminated enough by the lights from the city center on my left-hand side. We'd walked along 3/4 down the path when the dog stopped dead in his tracks, and this is very unlike him. He usually wants to make friends with anything that moves. My eyes followed his gaze, and that's when I saw the silhouette of a man around 30 feet away. He was facing away from the city center lights and staring off into the woodland. His jaw was moving throughout this encounter, almost like he was shouting or talking with an exaggeration, but no sound came from him. As my eyes adjusted, I also saw something that I can't explain more than a year later. The man also had his back to a large, almost pitch black mass. It was 6 feet wide by 4 feet tall at least. Backlit by the lights, I could see it was a kind of flattened semicircular shape, and it was moving up and down like it was breathing and swaying from side to side. Being from the UK, we don't have bears or any other large animals like that, so I ruled out the wild animal angle straight away. I stayed still and stared for a good 40 seconds, only to be pulled back the opposite direction by my dog, again very unlike him. The man never moved apart from his jaw. He was never alerted to my presence. He just stood motionless, facing away from whatever the thing was. I did end up going back the way we came from. I did go back to check the next morning, but whatever it was had gone. I'm still wondering what it was to this day.